Oli Watkins is not for sale. Aston Villa are not listening to Man United's loan proposal for Emi Martinez. United are not anywhere close to signing Alexander Isak from Newcastle. Benjamin Cesco seems to be headed another way. What exactly is going on with Man United? Guess what? We still have a plan. Idris Gueye is the name I'm going to be telling you more about in this video, where I do remind you that the striker is indeed a top priority for Ineos Amorim, just like it should be a top priority for you to understand how this thing called the internet that we all spend a lot of our time on every day, every time, converts into money. It's never bad. It's never a bad thing to understand how money works at whichever age. The internet is the new way the world goes around. So certainly, even business rotates around the internet. How does then that internet convert into money? That's what I teach you in just an hour. Come, when you learn, you certainly will change your life in a way. But let's get proper into it. Subscribe, like, and share. Drop a comment. My name is Webb. Meanwhile, there are reports now, guys, that are coming out claiming that Luke Shaw is ready to move on after 11 years of starting and stopping. Unfortunately, this boy, 2 leg breaks. Honestly, he has tried. United has tried as well to be patient with him. Now it is being reported that he's ready now to move on and start life elsewhere, because nearly 5 years of his time at Man United were injuries. He was talking about how this was, I think, his 10th or 11th US tour in Chicago. Honestly, it's the right time to part ways out of love. At least he's not injured anymore. They have helped him become fit again. Let's hope it goes well for him. Luke Shaw, we love him, great player. But if he has indeed chosen to move on, good luck. Let the youngins start now trying to push for themselves. But let's talk proper about the big one. So Oli Watkins to Man United is not happening, at least not for now, because United made formal contact with Aston Villa, trying to initiate talks of a deal for him, try to sign him. Villa were clear he's not for sale. But I think rejecting the 60 million quid from Arsenal in January was already a sign that they're not selling the guy. Because what more do you want? Do you expect more than 60 million? Was United ever going to pay anything more than 60 million quid for a 29-year-old Watkins? Certainly not. So Villa are clearly saying he's not for sale. So I wonder why United didn't try to waste time with him. They should have seen that long time ago. Now Benjamin Cesco seems to be being targeted seriously now by Newcastle as the replacement for Alexander Isak, who they are certainly now aware, because the player put in a transfer request and he seems to be advanced in talks as on the player side or with another team, or sure that they won't fail in personal terms with whichever team he will go to after Newcastle. That team is not Man United, at least not for now. United has not made any contact with Newcastle or even with the player over signing him, at least not for now. So United but what we know is that Liverpool made contact, made it known to Newcastle they are willing to break the bank to sign Isak. So obviously, I think Isak is more destined to join Liverpool than United. Now, Cesco is looked at as a replacement. Newcastle are advanced in talks. United are not doing anything. Jackson, United doesn't really seem to be focused on him. Now, reports are coming in suggesting that this young boy now seems to be the one available option, because United always have a young kid. They always have a young kid in the plan, in whichever position. Now, and because they're in that set where they're rebuilding, they don't want to see any good young kid lurking around, and they don't take the opportunity if they can actually convince them to join them. Now, this young boy called Idris Aguay, he's just 19, playing for FC Metz. He's this is in League 2, by the way, not even the French League 1, but League 2. But he's a young boy of 19 who scored 6 goals in 20 appearances last season for FC Metz. But he seems to be looked at as a high potential target, because even Borussia Dortmund have been monitoring him and also want to sign him. Now, that alone shows you how good he is, because we know Borussia Dortmund to be one of the teams that are so good at spotting those young talents that are at that brink of crossing into top class and becoming world class, probably, or maximizing their potential. You know that. And if I were the player, if you're a smart kid, you would probably In terms of looking at your career, I would probably choose Dortmund ahead of United. But again, who chooses Dortmund when United has come for you directly? Because the dream is United. Man, you go now. Whether it's good or not, you go to United when you can. But that's the thing with that's the situation with the striker. So Idris Aguay, this boy, look good shooter, dynamic, drops off, good with the right and the left. Priced at about 17 million quid, according to reports now. These are reports coming in. He's a boy that Man United are trying to sign, and apparently even the green light has been given. Remember, United really must sign a striker, whether young or old. They do want to sign a striker. Who that's going to be? Again, all the other options we knew of, all the clear options we saw, the serious ones, are falling off one after the other. But not to the not much to the shock of some of us, because we didn't expect United really to have the money to sign some of these guys. Honestly, we didn't expect them to have the money. So that's exactly what's happening. So let me know in your view whether a young 19-year-old striker could fit into these guys. Bumo and Cunha could be a promise, and that's another even younger than Hoyland, less tested than Hoyland. Would that even make sense, or should we rather go for a more proven free agent? Go for a more proven free agent, leave Hoyland around, and work with that. Either way, I think we shall be okay. On Sunday morning, be sure to enjoy our first game with our duo, Cunha and Bumo, against West Ham. So I'll catch you then. For now, guys, come learn and earn. How do we convert? Does the internet convert into cash in the bank that you can use to transact? How does it work? That's what I teach you. It's good knowledge to have for anyone. Send your children, your wives, your girlfriends, your friends, your frenemies, your in-laws, your outlaws, anyone you care about. Send them. Let them understand the business of the internet. Let's save our children from getting wasted online, because they are there every day, but they don't know how it works. How it works. They don't get it. Save them, children. I'm waiting for you. Peace, love, and harmony.